What up, guys? I want to tell y'all something. We got right now Church in the City, Governor Abbott, Church in the City is talking about, taking something. Let me tell you something. I don't have time for people to take. And God don't have time. Change needs to happen, and it needs to happen. Participation come with understanding. Giving back come with understanding. The community don't understand why God and Jesus is not willing to participate. And that's why you got to understand. And I want to talk about that. Guys, you going to make it more hard on you. Laughing. You laughing, but this not funny, guys. And you can go right on that social media platform, sweetie. And you from China, where you at? You from a different state? Eat 13? And you getting it every time, partner. Every time you getting it every time. And those things to understand it, right? So I want people to know something, that you can't participation come from understanding. Giving back come to understanding. But if God said if communities and businesses are going against the grain, how can we go against get back? You can't expect somebody to pay somebody when a community and the business are slacking. God said we had enough of the lies and the mistreatment. They don't deserve it. You have to understand the connotations for what you're trying to say. But if Joe Biden keep letting this go on, how can we change something? And that's the thing we got to understand. The community got to wake up. The communities got to wake up. The communities have to wake up in that format. And I need you to understand that when I say the communities have to wake up. They're going to get mad and call you selfish, but they can't treat people right. That's the difference between that. And our government got to understand you can't play it their way. It's not about the community. See, when God and Jesus got crucified, you had to understand it. He had power, he had sight, he had vision, he had a little numbers. The enemy that crucified God and Jesus, they had numbers, they had power, and they had control and evil. But what do you have now when you're taking the people's side? You have power over the enemy, over people that don't like to treat God's children right. You have that power over enemy. And you got a suggestion to make. Is you going to participate in these communities' behavior with the businesses and these managers letting these people, and you going to keep getting sued? You know, Walmart say they don't need my help, and God said, I don't need you. Corporate office. But when you're dealing with racism, when you're dealing with racial behavior and community, that's not love. When you don't need God and Jesus' help and you lie about what you stand for. But you and these people act like you believe in God, you believe in something that's greater. But we ain't gonna worry about the past because there's something that's bigger than a selfish corporate office lady. And I'm gonna tell her that there's something that's bigger than your selfishness. We can make change together and bring more love. That's why I want this and be over the disability department network, to be over the disability, be able to talk with the parents, be able to creativity. I've always talked. We were talking about that in 2019. People not putting money into disability at the Walmart store over there. And me and the customer was talking about it while I was outside the deli when I wasn't working there. So how can we, Walmart, let's make change together? I'm not worried about what one lady got to say, because this can make change. Each store is going to have 100 people. Because Ticket to Work program, they don't do that much. They only fill out an application and they back to another client. Let's hire each person to go to another store and help out with CBLs. Each 6 months, you will have each person going into each store to help people out. Because all Ticket to Work do, they fill out an application, they make sure you get the job. Let's do this for the people that's having a hard time the one at National, this one, let's do this, let's get it together. And we can do this together and make change together. And those are the things that we can do. Let's change the world. Each Walmart store, we're going to hire 100 more people to go help disability out with CBLs. But also, we're going to have seminars. When we're going to go to schools, other CEOs, we're going to go to every school, disability. We're going to have regular kids, seminars. All of them going to be on one side. Everybody going to talk about the challenges and how we can make things better. This is going to be a great idea for everybody. Also, I was working at 14 years old, 15. So let's create a job. Walmart is not like any other job in Big Lots. They check your background. I had to wait 2 or 3 weeks or 4 weeks so they actually checked my background when I was 14 or 15. And a person, you met somebody when you said no. And these hard skills got some issues because they be watching. That's the problem with people. They be watching. Those are the things what people be doing. Let's create this together and create change. And God said, would you let me in? And people trying to stop those behaviors. But we giving people more jobs and things. Right? Everybody got a different skills. I can't say I have the same skills in each disability. And everybody's different. I worked in the factory in Irving. And the lady in the wheelchair and doing all of those things. So when we are making changes, let's make it together. Let's move with God. Let's understanding God and understanding what we doing with God. So we can actually move forward on what we want to do. This can make a better future for our kids, and we can show more love and create more stuff with each other. My name is Hubert, HUBERTSELLERS. We can create a better future with each other. This can help out benefit everybody. And we can talk about how we can go to each school, each challenges, and how we can work with everybody. We talking about having Walmart seminars and doing things at schools and talking to teachers with challenges and talking to people and other kids too. This is something that's greater. Is we ready to do this together and we ready to make change together? But the enemy gonna try to come either way and try to stop those things. Trying to stop God and Jesus' progress. So when we doing this, can we go to every school? And that's the thing with the CEOs. Can we participate in every school? In a contract where kids get, when I was 14, 15 years old, nobody wanted to work in my friend group. And I'm the only one that's working. I'm 16, 15, 14, and I can't touch the equipment at Big Lots until I'm over 18. But let's do this the way we're going to do this and make a change. We can get schools to go in a different direction, and schools can come to Walmart and they can sign stuff and participate and teach them job skills, and they can work on their career and do stuff. This is for everybody. I had a great time in school, just able to do stuff. Then Sabina, I started hanging out with more. So it was more of a definition that me and her started. So let's make this in an unmatchable way where we can make change. Let's do this, and I hope they know, let's do this together. And that's the biggest thing that we can do together. So we're gonna be going to schools, we're gonna have things. And then while these kids chasing their career and whatever they are, but this is bigger than anybody right now because we just gonna focus on the disability parts and how we do things. We're not gonna let one person behavior determine all of our success. One person behavior. Let's make change together.